It may seem a contradiction to promote protection, to enable openness, but often openness requires protection in order to have a currency of exchange between large and small firms. Open innovation is an approach to the innovation process where organizations try to use external and internal knowledge, both to generate new innovations and also to commercialize them. So companies like Kraft Foods have a portal on their website to encourage inventors to submit ideas to the company. Those ideas are then judged by internal panels inside Kraft Foods, and then some of them are taken up by Kraft Foods and they're licensed in to the company, and then they develop these products for themselves. Another case would be a company has some technology, it hasn't exploited itself, and then it makes available these technologies to others to exploit. So an example of that would be Microsoft's Technology Ventures program, where Microsoft has technologies it's developed, but it doesn't know how to exploit themselves. It lists these technologies on its website. Inventors can apply to use these technologies, and they go and exploit these technologies. So thieving, if you want to call it that, is part of the innovation process. Every good idea will be copied, eventually. So the question is, how much time can you profit from your innovative idea before the others catch up to you? The greatest mobilizer of innovation activity is competition. So competition for markets leads to lots of variety of products and services and new entrants coming into the sector, and that's critical for encouraging the speed of innovation. At the same time as everybody is holding on or appropriating or patenting their work, it becomes very hard for others to potentially exploit a related idea. So this balance is not always easy to get right, and sometimes innovators lose out to imitators, and other times innovators capture too much returns to their innovative efforts, and we would encourage more imitation. So our research has really been foundational, trying to set up new empirical regularities about this process to try to curb the sort of enthusiasm and hype around the topic and ground it in a more fundamental understanding of the process. So one thing that we were interested in research is measuring the extent of open innovation across the UK economy. So large firms are quite advanced in developing this area, but many of the small and medium-sized companies in the UK still lack the capabilities to fully engage with and collaborate on open innovation. Well, there's two things I think policy can do to help small firms become more successful open innovators. Many small firms are unaware of how to get a patent, how to protect a patent, how to access intellectual property, and this makes it difficult for them to interact with large organizations who are obsessed by intellectual property. So policies that support IP awareness among UK small and medium-sized firms are going to be policies that promote open innovation. It may seem a contradiction to promote protection, to enable openness, but often openness requires protection in order to have a currency of exchange between large and small firms. The other thing is important is they need to understand that there's many different ways into a large firm. And this means you have to learn to work on the timescales of large organizations, prepare the kind of documentation large organizations require in order to make a decision about whether to take a product forward or not. Sometimes the decision-making process in a large firm can take years to decide whether to launch a new product. So the small firm has to prepare themselves for a long collaboration with an established company. And this is challenging for a small firm as well as a large firm.